welcome back. So today's video is going to be Daisy's 3-year update. If you missed my last video, I'm back. I have taken a little break from YouTube, just life and having 2 kids and working full-time, but I am back. So today's video is just about Daisy. She turned 3 on May 23rd, so I'm a little past due on this, but I've done videos on her. I did monthly for a little while, even weekly at the beginning, and then every few months, then it was like every 6 months, and then I think I might have done a 2-year, and that was it. I don't think I did a 2.5. Maybe I did. Let me know if you saw it. Cool. That's how chaotic my life has been. But yeah, I am excited to do this, and I don't know if I'll have time or if I have the footage. I really want to include snippets from me filming an interview with my 2-year-old, and it was filmed in August of 2019. It was filmed, I think it was August 12th or August 16th, and our second daughter, Eleanor, was born August 19th. And so it was me interviewing Daisy on the couch, like asking her, I don't know, 5 or 10 questions, like, what's your name? What's your little sister's name? And you can see her at like 2 years and 3 months versus if I can ask her those same questions now when she's 3 years and see the difference. Or maybe I'll ask her all new questions, interview her, I don't know. But I think that would be really cool to compare, you know, how her answers differ. Like, who do you live with? Mama, Dada? You know, like before she was like, Daisy and dog. You know, like she didn't speak very well, and now she's just never stops. She's like her mama. She definitely follows after me in a lot of ways, but let's get back to that. I'll tell you about her stats. So she's about 38 pounds, I would say, which is pretty big for just turning 3-year-old. I think she's in probably the 90th percentile. And then for height, she's probably about 38 inches. They're 38 pounds, 38 inches. She is tall and heavy. She's like 90-something percentile for both. She's in size 4T, 5T in clothes. Her underwear, I think, are size 4. Potty training is a big topic we'll definitely cover in this. Likes and dislikes, even all that stuff. But I just gave her first haircut. I cut her hair at home, just trimmed. I was pretty proud of the outcome. It didn't take much off, but it was just gonna look kind of frizzy and fried at the bottom. So snip, 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 a little bit. I think it turned out okay. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, so let's see. We had tried to potty train like a long time ago. So I think she was about 1.5 years when we got our first little baby potty. And it was at our old house. That's how I know. We moved in November of 2018. And so she was 1.5 years, and we got this potty, and we just like introduced it to her. And we're like, this is a potty, you can sit on it. Hey, maybe some pee will come out. Like, it never happened. And then when we moved, she peed in her little potty once from like all of 2019. Like, would sit on it and then like wouldn't go. And we were like, whatever, she's 1.5, she's 2, oh, she's 2.5, no big deal. People kept telling us when she's ready, she's ready. Well, she kept peeing out of her diapers, like a size 6 diaper, which was like perfect by weight, where she was even on the small end of the weight for the diaper package, like recommendations, and she would just drench it overnight and like pee out onto her clothes, pee in her bed. She's in a twin bed overnight, in case you didn't know. She sleeps through the night. So we were like, we were already using size 6 overnight diapers, the Huggies, like overnight. They're like the best rated, you know. We were like, what do we do? So one day in March, so she's like 2 years and 10 months, she just like went downstairs with Grandma, and that's where she is all day, every day while we work. And she just like started using the potty. Like, she peed, she's like, I want to pee. And she pees on the big kid potty, like the adult potty, with Grandma. And then, you know, she came upstairs in underwear. Like, we had bought underwear, you know, before, hoping that it would happen, but it never did. She came upstairs in the middle of my work day, running around in panties and a t-shirt. And I was like, what are you doing? And Grandma was like, she peed on the potty. And I was like, oh my gosh. So of course we made a big deal. We did potty rewards and the whole thing, you know. Honestly, since that day, she's only had, and that was in March, so it's been like 3 months. I think she's had 5 accidents. She's even dry overnight. She sleeps through the night, dry in underwear. The only thing is, she has never once successfully pooped in the potty. We try, and she sits and sits and sits. She'll watch her Kindle like on the stand and like watch a movie on the potty. Like, she's not against trying. She'll even say, I'm gonna pretend I'm pooping, and she'll sit on the potty and go, ugh. But she never ever once in the 3 months has pooped on the potty. So if you have any tricks, let me know. But we even tried to last her out, because she'll say, I want a diaper so I can poop. And we'll be like, no. So we would just say, no, like, you have to go in the potty. She doesn't have accidents, guys. She doesn't want to have accidents. She doesn't like how that feels. So she waits, she holds it. By like day 6, we were like, okay, you just need to go now. So we'll put a diaper on her, she'll poop, we'll change her, and then she goes back into panties for 3 days. Then she'll ask for a diaper, she poops, we clean her up, put her back in panties, and she's good for another day or 2. So about every 2 or 3 days, she poops into a diaper, and then she's out of diapers. So it's like, it's weird. She wears a diaper like an hour every couple of days, and then that's it. She knows when she has to go. She knows how to like how to make it happen. She knows how to ask for it. She can tell you everything. We've tried to recreate the surroundings. Like, okay, she likes to go behind this one chair. We moved the freaking chair into the bathroom with her. We're like, here, your chair's here. Now you can go. And she's like, okay. She's like, well, I like privacy. Okay, shut the door. Here you go. I want to read a book. Okay, we'll sit in here and read a book with you. No. She's like, I'm afraid. Okay, we gave her Miralax per her pediatrician's recommendation, just a little bit, and then it gave her diarrhea, and then she didn't want to go to the potty. And then we're like, we need to soften her poop so it won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, like, we've been trying for 3 months, and whatever. She's 3. It's fine. But yeah, she's a good eater. She really, really eats well for lunch. Like, lunch is her favorite meal of the day. She loves breakfast too, but dinner time, I swear she's just kind of like a picker. She'll eat 4 bites off her plate, and I'll try. She loves vegetables, so at lunchtime she'll eat mixed veggies, broccoli florets, you know, peas, carrots, corn, whatever. Like, she likes salad, she'll just eat lettuce. Like, she likes veggies. Snap peas, cucumber slices for snacks, carrots, fresh, you know, she loves all of that. Corn on the cob, things like that. She likes meatballs, chicken nuggets, french fries, the other stuff that, you know, most kids like. She just started liking bacon. She's like asking for bacon. It's weird. But anyway, she likes food. She likes bread and cereal and pasta like every other kid. Ketchup. She wants to dip everything in ketchup. Fruit. She's a great eater. But, you know, she just goes through phases. So she'll be like obsessed with raspberries. She'll eat an entire thing of raspberries in a serving, and the moment I get them home from the grocery store, they're gone. So the next time we go to the grocery store, I order 5 things of raspberries, and I'm like, awesome. She won't touch them. 5 things of raspberries go in the trash because they get moldy. And then she'll start a new thing. I'm really liking bananas. I'll order 4 things of bananas for a week. Child stops liking bananas, and then I have to make banana bread. You know what I mean? Like, she goes on a thing where she really, really, really likes snap peas. I'll buy 3 bags of them. And then after a week or so of that, she's over it. So I just have to kind of go with the phase and the trend and just realize that she'll come back around to things. Now the raspberries are coming back, you know? As far as being a big sister, she doesn't love it, but she's getting better. She has had moments where she just literally pushes Eleanor down, and where she gets angry when we give her attention and not Daisy, or, you know, whatever, like normal stuff. But the pushing and the pulling her down, hitting her on the head with toys and stuff like that, that's mostly over now, because we have been like strictly enforcing, like, we will take things away from you, you get timeouts. We're doing 3-minute timeouts. We add a minute if she doesn't stand still and she doesn't face the wall. She'll often like turn around from the wall and look at you, and you're like, I'm gonna add a minute if you don't turn back around. And then she turns back around. So we can kind of threaten with that, or, well, you're gonna take away that toy for the rest of the day. And then, you know, I would say 80% of the time that she gets a timeout, it's for harming Eleanor in some way, shape, or form. She's never badly harmed her, but you know what I mean. If you have 2 kids, you know what I'm talking about. And then the other 20% of the time that Daisy gets timeouts, it's usually because she's harming one of us, or like not stopping a behavior that we've told her to stop doing, like climbing on me. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Like, I'm trying to eat and I tell her stop it, and she'll be like, climb, I want to sit on your lap, and I'll be like, I'm eating right now and I'm feeding your sister. Like, I can't have you on my lap. And then she'll start climbing on me, pulling my hair to get up, to climb up my legs. I'm like, I'm gonna give you time out, you know. And then I do. Like, I try to give her a warning if it's not like crazy dangerous behavior, you know, or something really bad. If it's really bad, I just immediately send her to the corner. But normally if I just threaten it, she doesn't need the timeout. So they're getting fewer and farther between. I feel like the terrible twos didn't hit us until Eleanor was born, when she was 2 years and 3 months. And at first it was like, oh, cute baby. And I was so obsessed with the baby. Like, I was breastfeeding full time. Of course I had to be. So my husband and my mother-in-law, like, who lives with us, they tried to, like, especially give Daisy extra attention. Like, oh, look, Daisy, you know, we get to do this special thing with you. And so she got like special treatment for a while, but then all that kind of fizzled out and everybody gives attention to the baby. And now it's like, oh, Eleanor's walking, you know. But I will say that now that Eleanor's a little older, she's a little more stable, she's walking at 9 months old, she does do bad things. Like, she does come over to her sister and take away Daisy's toys. And Daisy's like, oh. And so we tell her, you know, sorry, my shirt is just falling off. We tell her, like, sorry, you know, Eleanor should not have taken your toys. I'm sorry about that. And Daisy gets upset. But I will say that as Eleanor gets more capable of playing Daisy, they're starting to parallel play, like side by side. They'll both be playing with the like toy kitchen stuff and the fake food. And Daisy will pretend to make Eleanor breakfast. It's like, you know, a pair of fake food, you know. Or they'll both be playing with Legos, the big Mega Blocks at the same time. And my husband and I will just look at each other like, are they really playing together? This is so cute. So it's starting. Daisy is starting to see Eleanor as a playmate rather than like the enemy or someone who steals mommy and daddy's attention and steals their toys, you know. Finally, we're like, I feel like the scale is like neutral. Maybe it'll go up soon and she'll be like, yay, my sister's up so we can play together. I think it's even worse now because Daisy hasn't had an opportunity to play with anybody. Like during the quarantine, she hasn't seen her cousins. We don't go to the playground. She doesn't meet other kids at the McDonald's play place. She doesn't get to see her cousins. And those were like go to my mom's house every day or once a week when she used to see like my nieces, or go down the street to my sister's house where she can play with my 2 nephews. Like, she sees nobody. So I think that's doing her a disservice in a way because she's not getting that social interaction and learning to share and learning when she's not the center of the universe, or that when mommy and daddy are not like focused just on her. Like if I wanted to hold someone else's kid, I don't know. Like if I was going to play with my nephews and ignore her, I don't know how she would do. That's why like preschool would be good for her, but not in this world. Like my mother-in-law is still going to watch them probably until she starts preschool for real in a year and a half. Oh my gosh, she starts school in a year and a half. I'm not ready. But you know, we talked about that with her age. She was born in May, so I think she's going to be like young for her grade. So she'll have turned 5 in May, and then she starts preschool in end of July. So she'll be pretty young, 5 years and 2 months when she starts school. School starts really early here in Arizona. But sometimes like you can start them a year early. I mean, a year later. So I don't know. We'll have to see where like the cutoff is in the school year. I was born in January, and so I'm like middle age of all my peers, like in my grades, and so that was kind of cool. My husband was born in March, so he was like sort of middle of the year grade, you know, age too. And see, Eleanor's born in August, so she's like definitely going to be either the youngest or the oldest in her grade, and we have to decide where, depending on the school's cutoff, the school district's cutoff for age, we'll have to decide that. Anyway, Daisy loves playing with other kids, and so I think she's going to be okay, but you know, this pandemic has been weird. She can't go to the playground, and she sure knows it. Guys, she tells us, like, is the virus gone? And she'll say things like, I used to go down the playground slides, but now I just have to walk by because of the virus. She'll say things like that. She does long distance hugs, air hugs, and she blows kisses when we have visitors. Like, we don't let anybody come in our house, but we do have an 11-foot long gazebo, like, table in the patio. And people will sit at the other end, like my husband's aunt and uncle, and we'll sit at the other end of the 11-foot table. And then when they leave, we'll wave and, you know, air hug and blow kisses, and Daisy likes that. But she can run around in the backyard while we visit, you know, but keeping her distance if everyone's well and healthy. So far, everyone I know personally has been well and healthy. There have been people I know who have been, like, had some kind of a cold or something, they've gotten tested and it's been negative. I've known 4 people in my own like personal life that have gotten tested that I see regularly, and they've all been negative. So whew, hopefully, but Arizona's numbers are going up and up and up and up. Who knows? But yeah, Daisy and Eleanor have not left the house aside from like being in the car driving through to places, or you know, dropping things off at someone's driveway, or one day at my mother's since March, which is like 4 miles away. Other than that, they went to the pediatrician in March for their flu shots. That was it. They haven't like gone anywhere inside. They haven't been in the store. They haven't been anywhere in 3 months, and I have no intention of letting them go out anywhere in the very near future. Maybe in the fall. So Daisy is doing well at, you know, just learning to play with the same toys but using them in a different way. Like she watches this YouTube channel called Come Play With Me, And it's like these girls who use their Barbies and they're like, oh, let's pretend this is a Barbie. Okay, she'll be like, hello, I'm going to go to the store. Okay, Barbie, I'm going to go too, you know, and like she makes them play and she makes stories. And so this Barbie she used to play with last year, same Barbie, she would make it dress in different clothes, or she would have it, you know, she'd hug it, or she'd make it dance. So this year she's using the same toy, but she is making it pretend to decorate her room, or she'll be like, I'm going to read to Barbie, and she'll pretend she's reading a book, or she'll say Barbie's going to the grocery store, and she'll have Barbie pick up things and put them in her little bag, or, you know, like they play with the same toys but do different things. So she's learning to entertain herself, I guess is what I'm getting at. She loves to help me cook. She loves to play with arts and crafts and do stickers. She loves her Kindle. Oh my gosh, that's like the biggest motivator. And she loves snacks. So if you need a good behaving kid, just give her the Kindle and a snack. She'll be good for like a whole 20 minutes. It'll be awesome. But I can tell like when she gets a little rowdy, it's because she's bored. And I taught her to say, Mommy, I need an activity. I'm bored, can I have an activity? And then I have to come up with something. So I made these bins with little labels that say like Play-Doh, or markers and coloring books, or lacing beads, or, you know, and we moved a desk into her room because it's high enough so that Eleanor can't get at them. So she has the littlest pet shop and a little dollhouse with furniture, and her Barbies and the Barbie accessories, and a cash register that has coins that are too small for Eleanor. Any of those toys, you know, that are too small. And I let her play with them on that desk. And she knows if she drops something, she has to go down and get it right away, so Eleanor doesn't put the pieces in her mouth. And I really like that. It's been a great thing for her to learn independent play. You know, I don't have to sit on the floor and play with her anymore. I can just let her go in her room and play. And I can still check in on her on my phone using our Wise app for the camera. But we don't have the baby monitor in her room. That's another thing. She asked us one day to remove it. She said, can you take down the camera in my room? So we took down the baby monitor, but we still have the Wise app. Don't tell her. So we can tell when she's just playing nicely. We'll look at each other like, do you see this? Look at that, she's playing. Isn't that cool? We love that. So that gives her a place that's hers. You know, she has a desk. She can play. She can color. She can do things. And I feel like that's part of her becoming her own person and not being Mommy and Daddy's little playmate. She's learning to entertain herself, and I love that. And it gives her a place where she can be without her sister messing up her stuff, because that I think is important. Throat is dry. I think that's about it. She sleeps through the night in a twin bed. She's a very specific bedtime routine. She wants us to read her 3 books. She has her pretend medicine. She knows it's pretend. It's water in a little like sippy thing. I don't know. She just pretends it's her medicine, and she has to have it at bedtime, or she will scream, wake up and cry, and be like, Daddy, you forgot my medicine. But she admits she knows it's just water, but we play along. She has to sleep in socks, and if I don't put the socks on the chair next to the bed before bedtime, she freaks out. That's the whole thing. I don't know socks, or my bed ate my socks. She'll wake up because one of her socks is missing. Guys, I'm serious. If you have a toddler, you know what I'm talking about. And she gets jelly beans at bedtime, 3 jelly beans. 1 if she goes potty and removes her own underwear, 1 for going potty, and then 1 for putting her own underwear back on, like brushing her teeth and washing her hands and stuff without assistance. We're trying to teach her to do things by herself, so that she can run to the bathroom and go to the bathroom and then come back into bed all by herself without us intervening. You know what I mean? That's the dream. So we're still working on it. Now every time she needs to go potty, she says, Mommy, I gotta go potty. And we have to run with her. And then we help her pull down her pants and help her get on the potty and then get her down. She has a little step, but she still wants help. So we're moving towards that like independence era. She likes to make her own food. She likes to put things in the toaster or set the table. She likes to do chores and help. Can you throw this in the trash can? Sure. She likes to drink water out of a big girl cup and not a sippy cup anymore. She, do you know what I mean? Like she's working towards being a big girl. So we're gonna enjoy the process. I still love to hold her when she's snuggly, but she does not nap anymore. She naps a couple days a week, and if she does, it's usually in Grandma's chair downstairs. She like falls asleep with her in the mid-afternoon. But if she doesn't fall asleep with Grandma like that, she usually goes to bed around 7:30 or 8. If she does take a nap, then it's usually more like 8:30 or 9, sometimes 9:30, just depends how long that nap was or how late in the day it was. We have a cutoff of 4 p.m. If she hasn't woken up from her nap by 4, we wake her up. And so if it's like 3 o'clock and she hasn't taken a nap yet, we try really hard to keep her awake. We're like, woo, jumping jacks, ooh, let's go dance. Because if she falls asleep at 3:45 and we only let her sleep 15 minutes, she is grumpy and no, not good. you get what I mean. If you have a kid, you know, like a short nap is worse than no nap. I'd rather just have an early bedtime and mama gets a glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So that is it for Daisy's 3-year update. I'm gonna do an interview, I think, in a separate video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'll try to put in photos or video footage in that one of her so you can see her, and I'll try to do a little montage or something. I don't know what I'll have time for, but hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, your name is Daisy. What's your sister's name? Eleanor.
I'm Daisy, and I'm 3.
You're 3? Okay, when is your birthday?
Yes. What number is she?
She's 9 months.
Oh, she is
Yeah. Okay, when is your birthday?
1.
Okay.